Greetings people, this is Keith Modesto doing my Let's Play Minecraft series using the Forge mod loader and the Direwolf 20 mod pack. Oh, okay, today I want to get started with blood magic. The first step, I guess the first step is to make the altar, but I want to do something before that. A preliminary step, which is to build the site where I'm going to do the blood magic. The site where the altar is going to be. And I've already got a plan for that. I did a little calculating about what I had in mind. So, we're gonna build a pyramid type structure, a steep pyramid though. So I need actually, I've got all my generators running. Maybe I should turn these things off. Oh, maybe I'll show a few things I upgraded in between episodes. Let's turn this thing off. Those things will turn off as soon as they burn through whatever they're burning right now. So I added 2 more blocks here to this multi-structure capacitor bank, right? Capacitor bank, so I added 2 more, so it's got more storage. Oh, actually, it's actually almost full. Okay, and I think I showed this. There's sort of crystals growing in there. They're almost done, relatively speaking. Okay, I changed the way this works. I actually was doing this to test things out. Ah, good, they turned off. Those things are loud. You can actually place and pull out things from these oak cases, which is from Bibliocraft. It's kind of like an item frame, which is vanilla item, but they have this nice glass. I mean, it's like a little box. It's a glass case, a display case. It only holds 1 item. Let's see. Why am I not able to open it? Oh, something's wrong here. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, we'll leave that alone. It's only got it only has 1 inventory slot. What was I saying? I changed things up. So the programming here, everything is in these command groups, content. So this is what's in the first one. I'll go back. Yeah. So before I was putting I was using the chest up there, the one that the Hopper Hawk is placing things into. I pull out I pull out most of the logs and most of the saplings to put them in the barrels, but I'd leave a stack of each in there so that wood could be pulled out and turned into charcoal and put in here, and charcoal could be pulled out of that and placed in the alchemical furnace, and also saplings could be put in there. Well, now instead of that, everything is being pulled out of that chest and just being put into the barrels, and then I pull the wood out of the barrel to make charcoal, and I pull saplings out of the barrel to put into the alchemical furnace. Charcoal is still being pulled out of this, but I'll probably change that too. I did that because I was trying to, tweak something, and I just couldn't get it to work. So I just kind of started over and redid the whole thing. But now I got a chest here. I think I had a chest here already, but I put some cabling down. Oh, and of course, the charcoal is now being made by these redstone furnaces from thermal expansion. So there's cable running underneath it, so it's able to place logs. Whenever I have some logic set up so that whenever this thing gets below 4 stacks of charcoal, C's factory manager, the inventory manager, starts pulling oak wood logs out of one of the barrels up there, and cooking them in the furnaces to make charcoal. And of course, well, these things actually run on red flex, so they don't need fuel. I mean, they're powered, and the power is coming, of course, through here, which is hooked up, to the capacitor bank, right there, right. So the redstone furnaces make the charcoal and keep this stacked with 4 stacks, and of course these are feeding all of these things, so they always have 64 stacks, a stack of 64 charcoal in each one. Okay, so that's an update to that, and I think it's almost night. It's almost night. Well, anyway, so what I want to do here we go, is we're going to get our axe out. I guess I don't need to have this on me. There's a new I did, of course, among the other things I did off camera in between episodes was I did Thaumcraft research, and there's a new item in Thaumcraft. I think, well, it's almost night. I'll show this real fast. There's a new item in Thaumcraft, new to me. Is it not just Esoterica? No, Thaumic Tinkering. I researched this and looked at it, but that was a few days ago. It's been a while since I've done any recorded anything. So let's see. It's a seal that you put onto chests, which turns them into something kind of like an ender chest. And now I don't see where they're at. Alchemy? I doubt it's in here. It's a seal. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Seal Chest of Binding. So this is under Thaumic Esoterica, which is another add-on. I think it's an add-on. Anyway, so you take a seal and you put into a crucible with these various things, and you get a seal, and it can be different colors. So you place the seal on. I'm assuming this works on only vanilla chests. I have to test this if it works on iron chest or gold chest. It would be fine. It would work fine if it were just a vanilla chest. You take 2 vanilla chests. They have to be empty, and you attach a seal to each one. I think, do you right click on them or something? But they bind somehow. I'll have to. It may be anyone with the same colors are automatically in the same network. That's probably. Oh no, you do link the seals. Well, right clicking on a bound chest will link the seal to that network. Okay. Anyway, so once they have the seals on them and they're linked together, the 2 chests are sharing the same inventory, like a ender chest does. So you put, and then they're in 2 different locations, right? You put stuff in one chest and take them out of the other chest, just like you do with an ender chest. Now, it doesn't say anything about, if your ender chests are destroyed, you don't lose what's in the inventory because it's actually in a separate folder on your computer. But I mean, within the logic of the game, it's like it's in a hyper-dimensional space that's always there. The ender chest just allows you to access it. So if the ender chest is destroyed, you don't lose what's in the ender chest. It's still there. You just have to make another ender chest to get to it. And if you're using the ender chests that were added by one of the mods, I forget what it's, probably ender chests, but there's the special ender chests that you can, besides the vanilla ender chest, there's the modded ender chests where you can color code them with the 3 little color codes, so you can have red, or whatever. Well, so each one of those is separate, but they're each own little space. So all you have to do is make a new one to get to what's in that chest if it gets destroyed. I don't know if that's the case with these chests with the seals on them. It would be nice if it weren't, because that would make them, that would mean ender chests are still a little bit better. But, to make it, all you need is some tallow and the stuff to put the essentia into the aspects into the crucible, and then a chest. So that's really cool. So I'm going to definitely be using that soon. Okay, so I want to build a gigantic pyramid, and it's going to be over here. And it's going to be pretty big. In fact, I need to map out. But the first thing I want to do here is clear out all these trees. And it doesn't take down all the logs at once, although it does take down most of them. So I'm going to have to clear out a whole bunch of trees here. And I'm going to do that off camera. I wonder if I ever mapped this one. I didn't. Look at that. So I'm going to do all this off camera after I scan this. Oh, it's over here. Cool. So add this. This is Earth. Okay, so I'm gonna cut down a whole bunch of these trees off camera, and then when I have finished with that, I will come back and we'll start actually building this pyramid thing. Okay, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm back and I've cleared out this whole big area. This is pretty big. I don't know. Maybe I'm could be making this thing too large, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway. Actually, let me get some more height here and bump this out to 8 for a moment. See if my computer can handle this, so I can get a better look at this. So there's my base over there. It's gonna take a moment for everything to load in to view, but so let's see. I've laid out the corners right there where my cursor is. There's some blocks, and then over here, right there where my cursor is again, there's another corner, and then so I chopped down all the trees. I also removed all the plants, and then right there where my cursor is now, that's the third corner, and then right there where my cursor is, there's another one. So that the elevations here are changing, but I'm just gonna go with it. Oh, and this, I guess I should mention this. This is a thing that I noticed before, and I thought there were mobs here, so I steered clear of it. You know, some weird mobs, but I don't know. Maybe I was just seeing these banners. I fly by at a distance, so I didn't get a real close look. But since this was, on the edge of where I wanted to build, I came over here and was careful, and at least there was no mobs this time. I scanned everything. So these are some kind of weird obelisks. I think I've seen in a Forgecraft video, on their they have a special testing server, and Direwolf does videos of it, server play. That this is used in so it's an Eldritch obelisk. I guess I could use this, couldn't I? Eldritch obelisk, Eldritch altar, capstones. We got these banners. They look pretty cool. And there's, of course, there's a aura node in the middle of it, and it's sinister bright. And this biome is eerie right here, just this little area around it. There's like another dimension. Like the Twilight, you have the Twilight Forest, you go through the portal, the Twilight, that pool, and you got the Nether, the gate to go to the Nether. So there's something that you do that allows you to go to a special dungeon, a Thaumcraft dungeon. I actually don't know if it's implemented in this version yet. It could be this is just, the setup is here. I mean, this was generated randomly in different spots, but I mean, I guess when you create a world, you'll find something like this somewhere in your world. I don't know if the part where you actually can go to this dungeon is implemented. It might not be yet, but I'm not going to do anything with it right now, of course, but I will. Why not give it a try? It looked really wild, very dangerous, and so anyway, so I'm gonna start building. I'm gonna do most of it off camera, but I will just show what my basic idea is. So we're gonna start right here, and I think we'll probably have straight sides for a little while, like this, maybe 4, just straight up 4. Oops, so that was more than 4. Okay, so there, we got 4, right? And then I'm getting some warp. So I'm going to need a lot of cobble, even though it's going to be hollow. At least for now it's going to be hollow. Maybe someday I'll fill it with stuff. But I've been, I have an igneous extruder. I've had it for a while, so I've got a couple of barrels full of cobble. I've got one barrel filling up with cobble now, and we'll just see how much of this I can get done. It might take me a while to build it. But anyway, so once we get here, so if you went like this, right, you would be building something that was going up at a 45-degree angle, you know, stair stepping. And of course we could since we have carpenters, we could make it a nice slope too, which would be cool. But that's not quite as steep as I would like it. But if I went like this, say you went up 2 every time, right? That'd be even steeper. That's a little too steep for what I want. So what I'm thinking of doing is this is what I'm going to do, in fact, is we're going to go over, what did I just do? What I just did was, let's see, so go over 2. Oh, here we go. We go over 3 and go, no, that's not right. Maybe it's like this. And then go. So we go over 2 and go up 3. Is that right? What was I thinking? I thought I had this all planned out. Now I'm confusing myself. So just going up 1 is not steep enough. Going up 2 directly here, what's the difference? Nothing. So I need to go. Over 3. That's right. I need to go over 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 3 here. And then okay. For some reason this looks different in when I'm doing it here. I was going to say real life, but of course this isn't real life. But this looks different than when I was doing it on graph paper. Oops. Maybe this is what I want. Maybe that's what I want. That's really steep. Now to get it a little less steep, I would have to go like 1, 2, 3, and then go up. If I went up 4, so this was 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is less steep. Because on the third one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 5 there, and here I'm 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I could fill that in. That's too much. I would have to use lots of half slabs. I could put a half slab there and a half slab there. I wonder if I have any half slabs on me. Probably not. That would do it though, wouldn't it? Maybe I should just go for this one. I wouldn't need to use such a large area if I did that. And I'm curious about how because that doesn't look as bad as I thought I was thinking it would look. Okay, well, I'm going to start building, and I will show what I have to show for it when I'm done. Or, well, not completely done, because this is going to take a long time. Even with my builder's one, this is going to take a while. So I'm going to start building, and once I've decided, I guess I'll come back. I'm going to experiment and play around and build some of this and decide you know, if I'm going to go with this or this. I definitely want it to be steeper than that. Well, I will come back after once I've decided and have something to show. Okay? Welcome back. I think I got a little carried away. I said I would be back after I started building and decided what I was going to do, you know, after a little experimenting. But I ended up actually building quite a bit. I'm not done, though. So let me just show you what I've done so far, and then I think we'll wrap things up because this is already a 20-minute, over a 20-minute video. So here's the front, you know, here's my nice wooden house here. And the little area I made for Thaumcraft for the infusion ritual. Okay, and there is the building for the blood altar. It's quite large. It's not as the area I mapped out that I cleared. It's actually not as big as that, but it's still really big. So I'm gonna fly up here so we can get a good look. So it's not done, but that's the full height. And I've got two sides done. It's well, it's cobble right now. That's just to get the thing built, and then eventually I will replace the cobble with something else and add other details. I don't know yet what yet. So I started. It was going to be like all the way out here. So it's about not quite half the size. Here's the interior. I lit it up, put torches all on the ground, and so I have two sides to finish building still, and the top. And let me get a little more height here. So there you go. Pretty big. Probably bigger, still bigger than it needs to be, but I guess I'll have room to do other things. And my cat is really annoying. She's meowing because she wants food, but there is food already. She just doesn't want that food, and that's the only food I have for her. She'll just have to settle for it eventually. Okay, so let me show how I a little bit about this. Let's see. So I named it Builder's Wand, and it seems to be a different color. Okay, I don't know why that is. I thought it was wider than that, but anyway. So you can see it's 2 blocks steep. Each step up is 2 blocks. So instead of being a 45-degree angle, that would be, I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. I don't want to, but anyway. Okay, so if you'll notice, if we go over here, I can jump up because I have the Sojourner sash on. Okay, so if I take my wand and I still have some cobble. Okay, so if I go over here, it'll add. I actually don't want it to add that quite like that, so I need to build this out manually a little bit so it'll do it the right way. There we go. Is that not quite it yet? I want the leading edge to be just the blocks I want to go out and not any of that. Maybe that'll be enough. This will be enough to show what I'm doing. Okay. So just something I wasn't aware of and other people might not be aware of, so I'm going to show this. There we go. Okay, so well, let me do no, this will be I have a warp. Okay, so you know, if I come down here and I have, say, 2 blocks on top of each other like this, right? I can like a wall. I can easily add more, right? And it just goes out. And of course, if you have one here, it'll do the same. It'll do all 3 blocks. But what you might not, and I didn't realize, is that the blocks can be touching on a diagonal, just on a diagonal and not on a side. So here, look, even though there's no block right there, it'll reach all the way up there. So that's pretty cool. So I can do a very large piece all at once. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep on doing that, and I'm gonna build the top. I'll probably have a couple of layers on the top and not just one, so that there's to make it easier to build things without, you know, breaking through and falling down and having, you know, that hassle. Maybe I'll build a sub layer, like a basement, so to speak, for the top deck, so to speak. So I'll have room to do stuff underneath. That might not be a bad idea. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish this off camera in between episodes, and the next episode, when I come back, I'll show what I've got, what I've finished, and then we'll build the first tier, the very beginner's blood altar, and the other tools you need to get started with blood magic. Okay, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day.